Well, it was part and parcel of life then. You just went with the same, it was going on around you. It was, you knew that was going to happen to you.
So you you accepted it very
Yeah,
easily?
we accepted it. You couldn't do much unscripted. You haven't got no...
Yeah. And what was your experience when you first went out there? Was it?
Well, it was a bit adventurous, really.
Really?
Well, naturally a bit apprehensive, obviously, but after going through the blitz and things like that, I don't think it became much of a surprise, really.
No. So what was it like living through the blitz? Can you consider
that was something else. You still carried on work the same as you'd always done. You kept awake half the night, but you still went to work the next day and carried on, came back and had your meal and got ready for the next night's bombing.
Really?
So it went on for 6 months. Yeah.
And then afterwards you went off?
Yeah. And the night it finished, everybody was a bit apprehensive, wondered what had happened. And he attacked Russia the next day. So the blitz finished Friday night.
So you experienced the end of the blitz?
Yeah, and because he attacked Russia, so after that we never had nothing till the doodlebugs came.
Yeah.
By that time I was away then, so I never saw much of the doodlebugs.
Yeah.
And the rockets came after that, which was late 44. When we crossed the line, we saw 2 go up.
Oh, really?
The flash in the sky. And my friend said to me, that's in London now.
Yeah.
Just like that, yeah.
So you actually saw them firing to head back home?
Yeah. And then we went in the school, what they call the rest centre, where you was looked after. You had bed and breakfast and food and everything. And then you went off to work each day and went back to the school at night, slept in the school shelter.
You had to sleep in the school ground, yeah?
Well, we lived in the school actually.
Oh.
And they requisitioned empty houses. And they put you in these houses. But this was the same rent as what you were paying before you were bombed out.
Really?
So you might have left the flat and ended up with a 5-roomed house.
Not bad, that bit.
And the poverty where I lived was very bad, you know. I was very fortunate, but when we went into the school, we got 3 meals a day. And you never had to pay for them.
Oh, really?
And there was an atmosphere, you know. When they used to requisition flats and houses, they and people that they used to find all manners of excuses not to go.
Really?
They didn't want to leave that environment.
So was that because your house got bombed out? Or
yeah, twice we got bombed out.
Twice?
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, that was the loss of your home and that.
Well, everything went, yeah. And then my father got settled up after the war. He got settlement after the war because it was so much.
Yeah.
If it was just like £20 or £15, you got it. If it was like a house or a flat.
So was it a house or?
It was a house.
Yeah.
I say when you had people better off in that school than what they'd ever been in their life.
Yeah. Really? So it didn't matter what
no rent to pay.
Yeah, you had no class barriers once that. So that was during rationing time and that as well. So everyone got mostly equal, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and I actually thinking back, I don't think it was too bad. You got enough to do what you wanted to have done, you know. Because it was only meat and sugar and tea that was ration, but the rest of the stuff. But I don't think my feelings about it then are because it was going on around you. It was quite common. It was nothing. You know, the shame of it is a lot of them people had never been away from that area in their life. A lot of people used to go to the hop fields, and that was their holiday.
Really?
They got paid for picking hops, and they was on holiday as well. I never went myself because my father wouldn't have allowed me to go. That was a man, that was.
Right.
Never forgot he was in the Navy. He used to talk to me like I was a rating, you know.
Really?
He came with the wife and I when my mother-in-law died. And he used to run me on. Poverty caused a lot of people to... My father-in-law joined the Navy because he couldn't get a job. He'd been out of work after the First War. He was out of work for about 9 months. And he went and joined the Navy for the mother-in-law to get money.
Why?
He should have come out in December '39 because they kept him right through the war.
Oh, really?
So he'd done about 28 years altogether.
Oh, your dad went through the first war,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
the second. I mean,
Yeah, he just took it in his stride. That
yeah.
you know, it's part and parcel of life.
What age was he when he died? Of when?
He's 65.
Yeah.
Just missed his pension, his old age pension.
It's a shame, really. When did he die then? What year was that?
1953.
1953. So he did see peace, yeah, which is good. So, yeah.
But he was a prisoner of war in the First War.
Oh, really? Where was he a prisoner of war? Just...
Yeah, that's what happened about February that the Germans made one last push, and they actually broke through the French lines and come in behind the British lines.
Oh, yeah.
But,
How long was he a prisoner of war?
9 months.
9 months. Right. I think it was after the war. He was
I said to him, for you, the war is over. He said, oh, thank God.
Excellent.
But they was all things that went on, you know.
Yeah.
They're not... Someone hasn't sat down and made this up, it's life, you know.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And you only know what your parents tell you, don't you? Yeah, I've got... I bought these here. There these. So I never got involved. It's only when my grandsons came along, they was in the Cubs and Scouts. And I went to, they said, what are these things you got in the box, Grandad? I said, oh, why don't you wear them? So I never got involved, you know. I should take them in one day and get all the ribbons renewed and made a bit more. That's the 39th story. That's for being in the army during the war.
Okay.
That's the France and Germany style. That's the defence medal.
And what were these? That was for being in the war.
That's right. These were, that's the defence. That's for France and Germany. That's for being in the war. That's the defence medal. Yeah. Anybody got those? It's like fire watching or ARP warden or.
So did you act as a warden or anything like that?
That during the war, that was. Yeah. And then that's the victory medal. Okay. And that's the Palestine medal.
Well, you got that for being so in Palestine. Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't think it was something I never really wanted to ever do.